Ba 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 ba. If you want a podcast, you can have a podcast. But if you want a fuzzy and you knew your honey, if you want a friendship, if you want to make it, you have to be a fuzzy. You gotta listen to a fuzzy. And welcome to the Fuzzy Podcast. We can do everything as soon as it lasts. Welcome to the Fuzzy Podcast. Boom! 2.0. Hey everyone, welcome to the very first Fuzzy Podcast ever. Today I am by myself. My name is Brad or Fuzzy, as you may know me from my many videos on YouTube. I started video blogging about 3-4 years ago. It was a cool thing. I started actually using my mom's laptop because her laptop was better than my laptop at the time. So, my very first video that I made, well, one of my first videos I made was called Brad versus Anime. It's basically a, it's kind of like a Koei style film that was popular back in the day. So, that was pretty cool to check out. It's Brad versus Anime. I am drinking Nas right now. I am not sponsoring them. So, drink Nas because Nas is cheap at Kroger. I'm not sponsoring Kroger. I'm watching my dogs fight. You can't watch them fight because they're fighting. They're having battle royale. Oh my god. Oh. Well, I guess you guys can see that. Anyways, welcome to the Fuzzy Podcast. Today I am going to tell you guys, I am going to announce, whoa, that's cool. I am going to announce to you guys one of the stories of my youth. My first story, okay, I think they're done fighting. Okay. My first story is going to be like how I got into anime. Okay, let's do it. I first started watching cartoons, young age. I watched the Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, fucking Sailor Moon, and I got Dragon Ball Z, so I guess Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon were like my first types of anime that I watched, and those are pretty cool. Then, when I started again in high school, well, they're fighting again. Anyways, when I started again in high school, they, made a, anime club, I think my junior year there. It was basically, I was the only guy there with this other dude, so I guess I was not the only guy there. So it was 2 dudes and about 10 girls, and among those girls, well, one of them was my friend Tina, then one of the girls was Loki. Her real name was Jamie, but everyone called her Loki, and she's like, whoa, excuse me. Anyways, everyone called her Loki, and she's just like, oh, just call me Loki. The teachers call me Loki, and oh, it's okay. And so, over like the months in the anime club of just watching plain Sailor Moon each and every week because Loki demanded it, and so did my friend Tina. Well, my friend Tina wanted to watch Inuyasha or something like that. And basically in the club, people were like drawing pictures. There was a big billboard of like an anime poster that everyone made like in the club. And at that time I didn't know how to really draw anime, and I really still don't know how to draw a good picture. I mean, I fuck up like drawing a stick figure. I'm like, easy, easy. Oh my god, it's ruined. So I'm not really good in that type of department there. So then in the anime club over the months, Loki and me like had a bond. So during each morning during high school, because I worked in the lunchroom, I got free donuts. So I got 2 packages of chocolate donuts, and I gave one to Loki and I gave one to myself. And I used to sit down, and Loki used to pluck out the gray hairs in my head. So that was a good memory. Even though that hurt, but good memories hurt sometimes. Remember that. AKA me. This podcast is also not sponsored by Cheez-Its Extra Toasty Cheez-It, because the company can be like, you know, we have all these fucking burnt Cheez-Its, so let's just put them in a big pile, just tell people they're toasted, and it will work out that way, because I swear to God, these are like burnt Cheez-Its. Like one right now, it's just like super burnt, but others are really good, so I guess I don't know. Anyways, the anime club went on for a good 2 years because I stayed in school for 5 years. I was in a special education classroom for like most of my time, but I did have gym, and I did have math, and I did have writing, and like physics and stuff and everything like that. So I had to, it's kind of bullshit because I had to stay an extra year in high school because I only had to make up a half a credit. And so their summer school was all booked up, so I, stayed an extra year in high school. And the extra credit I could complete in my special spot. Hold on. Gotta take a drink. Podcast not sponsored, but podcast not sponsored. Oh, can't talk right now. Podcast not sponsored by Nas Energy Drink. Because I do not sponsor any company until I get stuff. I'm a sellout. I don't give a fuck. I can't sell out to anything but sell out to Fallout 4. Pre-order that shit today. So Anime Club lasted for a good 2 years, then it kind of died off. And ever since then, I started to get into anime. My favorite anime right now is Kill la Kill, Akame ga Kill, Naruto, Bleach, fucking Dragon Ball Z, the new one coming out, Dragon Ball Z Special, like Special Beam Cannon, Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yu-Gi-Oh! The new season, Arc 5 is really cool because it like corresponds to the previous season of Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it's 5Ds they correspond to, like they go inside that dimension, so that looks really cool. Podcast not sponsored by Nas Energy Drink. So in the future, people, because there's not much for me to talk about right now because it's just me, so in the future I promise to have another person here, like a female or male or an individual, intellectual, anything that can communicate to me, I will have here, and we will talk that way. We will shit talk, podcast, talk, goals. We will do it. So, my apologies, but, The first podcast may start out small, but then it will grow into something big. Well, I hope. So, until next time, people, you know what my saying is, but here's a new saying for podcast sake. When you collect those 7 Dragon Balls, you will make a wish. And with that wish, you will accomplish something that has not yet come to be. But it will be there instantly because you made that wish. So, collect those Dragon Balls. And podcast number 1, Fuzzy, out!